Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. My name is Ahmad Radlit Nasrullah. I'm a student from the Physics Education Department at Universitas Negeri Malang. So on this occasion, I want to explain the phenomena that occur around us related to physics. This video was made to fulfill the final exam assignment in English class. I apologize in advance if my English is bad. I'm here learning to be able to speak English well and correctly. I also apologize if this video is very simple because I'm new to this, but with time, I promise to be able to improve. So on this occasion, I want to discuss flooding, a disaster that has been occurring frequently recently in Indonesia, from Java to Sumatra to even Papua. Some say that flooding occurs due to natural cycles. But is that really the case? But before we knowing the case, we must first know what a flood is. Flooding is an event when water overflows excessively onto land due to heavy rain, pure drainage, or high tides, which disrupt human activities, damage the environment, and cause widespread socioeconomic losses. Flooding does not only happen in rural areas or near rivers, but also in big cities. Even area with good infrastructure can experience flood if the water management system is not well designed or maintained. This shows that flooding is a complex problem involving nature, physics, and human decisions. To better understand, here are some physics concepts related to flooding. First, capillary action. Capillary action explains how soil absorbs water. Healthy soil with good structure absorbs water effectively, while damaged or compacted soil reduces infiltration. Capillary action is very important in determining how fast rainwater can enter the soil. Soil that contains organic matter and small pores can hold water longer and reduce surface runoff. However, when soil is covered by concrete or asphalt, capillary action cannot occur properly. This condition is very common in urban areas and significantly increases flood risk. Second, fluid dynamics. Fluid dynamics explains how water flows from areas of high pressure or high elevation to areas of lower elevation. During a flood, water moves faster and with greater force, increasing the risk of damage. In fluid dynamics, the speed of water flows is influenced by slope, volume, and obstacles. When rivers are narrowed by buildings or filled with sediment and garbage, the flow becomes unstable. This causes water to overflow easily. Even when rainfall is not extremely high, therefore poor river management greatly worsens flooding. Third, buoyancy. Based on Archimedes' principle, buoyancy explains why objects float during a flood. As water rises, objects experience an upward force equal to the weight of water displaced. During floods, buoyancy can be seen when vehicles, furniture, and even houses begin to float or move. This happens because the upward force from the water becomes stronger than the gravitational force acting on the object. This condition makes floods very dangerous, especially for people who try to save their belongings. Finally, the water cycle plays a major role. Evaporation and condensation lead to heavy rainfall, which increase the risk of flooding, especially during extreme weather conditions. So the above explanation is closely related to the flooding that has occurred in this country. In Indonesia, flooding frequently occurs due to high rainfall intensity and environmental change, whether natural or caused by human activity. In this disaster, physics plays a crucial role in explaining how weather behaves during heavy rainfall and why flooding becomes inevitable under certain conditions. When heavy rainfall occurs, the soil quickly reaches its maximum absorption capacity. Normally, soil absorbs water through capillary action, which allows water to move through the tiny pores between soil particles. However, When soil becomes softer or damaged, its ability to absorb water decreases significantly. As a result, excess water flows on the surface instead of infiltrating into the ground. Due to gravity, water moves rapidly from higher to lower areas. This process is explained by fluid dynamics, where water flows following gravitational potential energy. All of these factors exacerbate flooding during heavy rains. So, what makes this flood so dangerous? What are the impacts? The impacts of floods are severe. They damage homes, roads, and infrastructure. Rivers overflow into villages and cities, forcing residents to evacuate. Floods also increase the spread of waterborne disease and disrupt important and economic activity. Besides physical damage, flood also cause physiological stress. Many people lost their homes, valuables, and source of income. Children cannot go to school, and learning activities are disrupted. This impact shows that flooding affects many aspects of human life, not only the environment. These effects show how floods are not only physical events, but also social and economic disaster. And one way we can prevent flooding in our environment is by increasing water infiltration. This can be done by digging an infiltration hole about 30 or 50 centimeters deep. Gravel is placed at the bottom to create water channel. Sand and compost are added to increase the soil capillary. Vegetation is planted around the hole to help absorb water. This method reduces surface runoff and helps prevent flooding during heavy rains. Understanding flooding from a physics perspective helps us realize that disasters are not sudden even without causes. They are the result of processes that can be predicted and prevented. Physics gives us the tools to analyze problems and find solutions for a better future. Based on the lengthy explanation above, it can be concluded that flooding in this country occurs due to a combination of natural processes and human activity. Human greed, including deforestation, forest conversion, and littering, are factors contributing to frequent floods. But it's not too late. We can still fix this. We can prevent similar accidents by reforestation, creating water infiltration, and properly managing waste. We, especially the younger generation, can still save this country from a greater disaster. Because if not us, then who will? I believe that small action, when done consistently, can create big changes. By applying science in real life, we can protect our environment and reduce the risk of disasters. Let us be a generation that cares, learns, and takes action. So, that's all from me. I hope you can take the knowledge from the explanation. I apologize for any shortcomings. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.